Choosing the right delivery method. So a good speaker would think about delivery method and in which the speech would be conveyed. There are a few ways in which this is done: extemporaneously, impromptu, manuscript, and memorized. First would be extemporaneously speaking. It's the delivery of a carefully crafted speech that has been practiced and is done so in a conversational style while using brief notes. An advantage for it would be, since you don't need to read the speech, it increases the possibility that you, the speaker, would be regarded as informed and credible. Additionally, because the message is appealing both verbally and non-verbally, your audience is probably going to pay attention to it more. A disadvantage would be that it needs a proper planning for both verbal and nonverbal parts of the speech. It is impossible to prepare thoroughly the day before the speech. Second would be impromptu, is the presentation of a short message without any advanced preparation. An advantage would be being responsive and spontaneous in a lively group situation. A disadvantage would be the speaker is given little to no time to reflect on the message main point. Because of this, the message could be disorganized and confusing for some listener to understand. For example, like when the professor calls on you to introduce yourself in front of the class. Some people would be caught off guard by that and not know what to say, and they would freeze, which impromptu, I would not recommend that unless you are prepared ahead of the time. Next would be manuscript speaking. Presenting a speech from a prepared text, often formal or ceremonial setting. An advantage would be reading from a manuscript is the exact repetition of your original words. The disadvantage would be the only mistake made from reading one word at a time in order are usually when a word is being mispronounced or when the reader stumbled over a complex sentence structured. It is typically an interesting way to present because eye contact is very important for the audience, and by doing manuscript, you're focusing on your paper and not looking at the audience. The last would be memorized speech. A prepared speech presented from memory without any assistant of speaking with your notes. The advantage would be memorization has the benefit of allowing the speaker to keep an eye contact with the audience the entire speech. Without notes, you are free to wander around the stage and create movement with your hands. This would show the audience that you know what you're talking about. But the disadvantage is you can go completely blank during your presentation, or while you're presenting, you could lose your train of thoughts and you could try to add on, which will alert your audience like this person probably does not know what they're talking about.